Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am your host, Tom Downey, coming at you guys from my house in Dallas because there's some news. The Cowboys did something, at least something, right? They have brought back Jourdan Lewis, the nickel corner who maybe could get some safety, and we'll get into that later on. Here are the details, though, on the return of Jourdan Lewis to the Dallas Cowboys. It is a 3-year deal worth up to $16.5 million. I want to emphasize the up to part because he's probably not going to get all of that with his time as a member of the Cowboys. There's also $8 million in guarantees on this. We'll go more in depth on the structure here in just a little bit. But Lewis is back as a member of the Cowboys, and he's been up and down for Dallas. I've long held he's better than Anthony Brown. And at times that was true last year. At times it felt like he never quite fit in with a inconsistent, bad, whatever word you want to use, Mike Nolan defense. But this deal in the end is actually very similar to the deal that Anthony Brown signed last year in terms of what it will actually count against the cap. It's about the same cap hit. It's going to come in about $3 million this upcoming year. That's not very much. And much like Anthony Brown, the Cowboys can move on from Jourdan Lewis in the not-too-distant future. But even with Jourdan Lewis back and Anthony Brown under contract for now, though he is cuttable if the Cowboys want to do so kind of quickly, he's got some base salary guarantees due in the not-too-distant future. This is nowhere near enough at the cornerback position. This is not enough for the Cowboys to say, we're done, we took care of it, we've got ourselves locked and loaded at cornerback. Right now on this depth chart, you have Trevon Diggs as cornerback 1, Anthony Brown as cornerback 2, and Jourdan Lewis in the nickel corner role. Now, if you go out and you spend a first-round pick, if you spend a premium draft pick on another cornerback, that's fine. C.J. Gillard's going to be your special teamer. Maurice Kennedy can battle for a roster spot. But Brown, Diggs, and Lewis are not enough. And I don't think the Cowboys feel that way either. I think they are fully aware that they need someone opposite Trevon Diggs. That way, Diggs can, and insert cornerback here, can be your outside guys. Anthony Brown can play inside or out, depending on the matchups or injuries or whatever. And you can use Jourdan Lewis as your nickel corner, or even have him get some safety play if that's a route you want to pursue. He's not built that different from DeMonte Casey, who did play free safety under Dan Quinn. So the 3-year, $16.5 million deal, it's fine. It's not earth-shattering in any significant way as far as I'm concerned. So what I want you guys to do for me down in the comments section here is grade this signing. A, B, C, D, or F. This is going to be, by the way, the pinned comment on today's video. So we get that ad break here on YouTube, scroll on down and get your votes in. Let's talk more about Jourdan Lewis now. Look, the coverage stats were not great. There's no way around that. Allowed over 63%, 434 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't like him in the red zone that much, which maybe shouldn't be a huge surprise given his height issues. But I think he's a fine enough football player. This contract in the end is about a cornerback 3 market value contract. And that's what Jourdan Lewis is. That's what Anthony Brown is as well. And with a about $3 million cap hit in 2021, this is not enough to limit the Cowboys from adding more defensive help. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And my hope is that, especially with cutting Chris Jones, the Cowboys total spent about $1 million today. That is it. There is still plenty of money out there for the Cowboys to go add more defensive help, be it at linebacker, defensive line, cornerback still, safety. I would love one of those guys. So this deal will be backloaded, and it does not preclude Dallas from adding more help on defense or cornerback in general. And it should not be viewed as that type of move either. They're in a pretty decent spot in terms of being able to spend if they want to, if the Cat Boys want to go throw some money out there. Now we're rapidly approaching 90K subscribers. We're at 89,500 right now. Then the march to 100,000 begins. So if you want to stay updated on all the news going on, and rumors too, around the Dallas Cowboys, hit that red button and subscribe today. That way, when news happens, we'll let you guys know what's going on. Now, I do wonder if the Cowboys could give Jourdan Lewis some safety reps. I think that would be a good fit for him. I don't know if he can be a true single high guy, but Lewis's best plays on defense have come crashing down, helping against the run. I think he can do that. Heck, I wouldn't mind seeing the Cowboys get creative and utilizing some more dime packages to put Jourdan Lewis out there on the field. Pull one of those linebackers off there because he can help support. He can help stay in shorter area zones. I think that's fine for Jourdan Lewis. I'm unconvinced this means he's their new free safety since they did not play him there last year, but we'll see what the Cowboys choose to end up doing as it relates to Jourdan Lewis's exact role going forward. Now, I do want to mention some of the contract details here as well for Jourdan Lewis more in depth as promised. About a $3 million salary cap hit in 2021. Lewis carries a $1.25 million salary, a $3.5 million signing bonus, and about $250K in roster bonuses this year. So from a cap hit perspective, it's going to come in around $3 million. That signing bonus, mind you, gets spaced out over multiple years. Now, there are $3 million in salary set to guarantee, or that is guaranteed for injury in 2022. So you add up all that math and it gets to around that $8 million in guarantees. There's also $1 million, by the way, in playing time and interception incentives each season. That $3 million base salary for next year does become fully guaranteed on the 5th day of the league year in 2022. So with the way this deal is structured, I believe the Cowboys, much like Anthony Brown, are going to be able to dump Jourdan Lewis. I haven't seen the full structure, so I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's built. Might be able to cut him next year if that's a route they choose to. They don't have to, much like Anthony Brown right now, but this is not a long-term commitment by any means to an outsider, to a nickel corner. Now, today's show is made possible by our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/bet, bottom of your screen there, and use promo code Cowboys125 for a 125% deposit bonus. When you use that URL and you use that promo code, you'll get the deposit bonus. That way, you put down $100, spend some on March Madness, boom, extra money coming your way on top of that. And as a limited time bonus offer, if you put down $100, the minimum to get that deposit bonus, and you place a bet on March Madness, we'll hook you guys up with a Dak Prescott jersey. Email us, cowboys@chatsports.com, if you want in on that deal. I will make sure that email, by the way, cowboys@chatsports.com, gets put in the comments and in the description. That way, all you guys got to do is email us to make your lives a little bit easier. So again, the news today, Jourdan Lewis back with the Cowboys on a 3-year, will probably actually be more of a $15-ish million deal, much like the Anthony Brown signing. Hopefully the Cowboys are not done, but at least there's some more depth at the cornerback spot for Dallas next season.